Mark Rober has done a video with Ronaldo. When is it going to be our turn? When are we going to get to do one? I'm excited for this. Here we go. This is called Ronaldo versus my unbeatable goalie robot. I know Harry's done a video with him, all right? But when are the Sidemen going to get to do one?
This is the world's greatest goalkeeper because it's a robot.
Yeah, bro's bicep there. Looking kind of mad.
And it's really, really fast. And this is Ronaldo, the world's greatest soccer player.
The world's greatest. The world's greatest soccer player.
So the question becomes, what happens when the world's greatest player faces...
But he also said the world's greatest soccer player. And, no, I'm just saying, soccer, like, he didn't even play in America. I thought David Beckham was your guy. Bro, if you gave me the chance to film with Ronaldo, Messi, or David Beckham, I know the video would do the best, I think. Well, Messi actually doesn't do videos, so that video would probably do insane. I think Ronaldo's would do the best. But for me, David Beckham. I love David Beckham, man. David Beckham, that guy is my hero.
...is off against the world's greatest keeper.
No, Messi does videos, but not many. Like, I've seen more videos with Ronaldo than I have with Messi.
And to even get to this point, I had to survive the toughest of coaches.
Don't cut the corner.
The strongest of legs.
Let's go.
A lot of failure. And
Look destroying.
Look at my hand. But all that started for me right here at the most iconic football stadium in the world when I was invited to play in the Sidemen charity match. And I came ready to play.
Left back. Mark.
Such a nice guy, by the way. Such a lovely guy.
Biggest stage of football we could ever play, 90,000.
My second favorite moment was when Speed tried to outspeed me.
Great challenge.
Because my first favorite moment was when I got to take a penalty kick.
That penalty, by the way, let's clear up. That penalty was no better than my penalty. I think it was even worse.
Because my first favorite moment was when I got to take a penalty kick.
That is no better than mine.
And score a goal in front of 90,000
still
of
hurt.
my closest
I'm still
friends. Now, to say this was a dream of a lifetime would be an understatement. I've been playing soccer my whole life, starting at 5 years old, and that's the kind of moment you only dream about as a kid. The problem was, now that I realized how good that felt, I couldn't shake the idea that somehow I'd missed my life's calling to compete at the highest level with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, normally, because I'm generally uncoordinated, when I need to compete at the highest level, I just rely on my brain.
It was so good, wasn't it?
I know what it feels like to be a world.
Like, people, let's just, like, Mark Rober, for example, right? As he said, played football when he was a kid. And he's just randomly played at Wembley, a sold-out Wembley. That's unbelievable. That is so good, the weather that day too. Oh, it's so good.
Class bowler, a world-class field goal kicker. That's my boy! World-class darts player, jigsaw champion, domino layer, and golfer. And so while that was a reliable plan B, if I was ever gonna have a chance to actually compete in a sport with my raw athletic talent, this would be my best shot. So with the cheers of Wembley still ringing in my ears, I made my way back to the pitch to meet up with the one person I knew could prepare me for the debut of my professional career. The GOAT of American soccer himself,
Mark, what's up, bud?
Landon Donovan. How we doing? And I cut right to it, asking
That's
if there's
Landon Donovan.
anything I would first need to know before going pro.
Okay, so you're training twice a day on the field.
Got it.
And then hour 15 in the gym every day.
Okay.
After that, calf raises, okay? 30 minutes a day, you're at home, calf raises. Every time you're running, ball at your feet all the time. What about your ice creams and your treats and your dessert? Lots of stretching, yoga, that's Pilates as well. Talking to a sports psychologist, keep your heart rate low while you're doing it. It's cutting, it's sprint, keep your hips mobile, running, jogging.
And it doesn't look like him.
6 more things.
Could you just write this down for me?
Just read my book.
Oh. Does it come in audiobook?
Yes, it does.
It does? Okay, good.
Let me see what we're working with.
We started by
Abraham
running
David
a
Prime.
5-drill gauntlet to see if I had what it takes.
All right.
Starting with the simple exercise of kicking a ball straight up in the air. Easy enough? Oh boy.
No. Every time you mess up, you gotta take a lap. Lap.
What? Apparently,
Jacob
this is
David
a
up
pretty
a
common
whole
training
lap.
technique for soccer.
Don't cut the corners!
My bad. With every mistake meaning a full lap around the field.
Try again. Oh, take a lap.
Drill number 2 was testing my aerial attack, where I had to practice heading a ball lifted up to Ronaldo's max jump height at
Well, he's not going to be even
9.5
near
feet.
that.
Is it close? Must have been good, right?
Lap.
Soccer's hard. Test 3 was the banana kick,
Just like this.
where we had to put spin on the ball to bend it into the net.
Oh.
Not bad.
Not good.
I got it not good. I know. Lap.
Faster, please.
The next 2 tests involved speed and accuracy.
So just like this.
This one, we had to bomb a ball into the goal from halfway down the field.
That's pretty.
Bomb a
So I
ball.
gave it a shot and actually made it pretty far away from the net.
Lap.
Dang it! But I was feeling optimistic about the final test because that was aiming at targets at a much closer distance.
Bro, I
So
need to do more football videos. I need to do more you know what I need to do? I need to book. I know I've got a pitch in the garden. I know what you're going to say. However, I think I need to book like a 2-day trip to somewhere that's guaranteed good weather with 2 people, like one person and a goalkeeper, and just go, right, we're going to film like 4 videos in a day, 2 videos each, and go for 2 days. So we both come home with 4 videos.
I was pretty sure I was running
Something like
my
that.
last lap.
Don't cut the corner!
I don't like the back garden football. I can't lie, it's just too empty and sad. Well, that's just mean. It's only empty because I don't have many people over.
Barely cut.
All right, Mark. 4 targets, 4 balls.
I just had to hit the top right,
I hit the post.
and then the top left, and then the bottom right, and the bottom left.
Oh, is that even possible?
Hunter David a sub.
I mean, you could have just said yes.
Lap. Let's go. Corner!
It's like a foot, coach.
I love the effort. I'd stick to science, bud.
So with that resounding end to my professional soccer career,
Thanks, Landon.
it's time to start thinking like an engineer and initiate Plan B. And so after consulting with the team for a little brainstorm, this was Plan B. If I want to be the best soccer player in the world, I'll first need to defeat the best soccer player in the world. In other words, I need
Okay.
to switch positions and make it impossible for Cristiano Ronaldo to score a goal on me by building the world's greatest goalkeeper. But there's a problem with that. Ronaldo kicks the ball at 80 miles per hour, so it'll reach the goal line in just a quarter of a second. Now, if our goalie's centered, then the maximum distance he has to travel is 12 feet. That means he'll need to yeet himself to 40 miles per hour, then slam back on the brakes to 0, all within 250 milliseconds. That's literally half the time it takes to blink. In other words, I'm gonna need
That
some
is
really
mental.
big motors and a bunch of fancy cameras to track the ball so we can predict the trajectory after only a few milliseconds. For the fancy camera part, we got ourselves 12 high-speed infrared
I was saying, 'cause
cameras.
I've seen the little ones, where it's just the keeper that it just dives. It doesn't move. Seen that
So while a
one.
normal camera sees me and Ian and anything else that's randomly in the background, those 12 cameras only see one thing: this soccer ball. And that's because if you look real close on the soccer ball, we've got these little gray stickers called retroreflectors, whose surface is made up of tiny little glass spheres that bounce any light right back at the light source, like you see with those markers on the road or with road signs. So these cameras blast
Bro, it
the
makes
scene
science
with infrared light, and because they
enjoyable.
can only see infrared, the retroreflectors glow super bright
Cheating.
relative to everything else. So when you compare exactly where the center of the bright spot is in all 12 images, and then do some really complicated math, you get a 3D position of where the ball is down to the nearest millimeter 500 times per second. For us, that means 6 milliseconds after being kicked, we now have 3 data points we can draw a line through to predict where the ball will end up. In other words, by the time Ronaldo's kick has traveled exactly this far, the goalie robot will already know exactly where it needs to be to block the shot.
That's
So
mental.
we first needed to validate our tracking system By
Bro's acting
recording
like he
the kick, that was
understands.
faster than 70
I understand the basic premise of it. I don't understand the maths.
miles per hour. And apparently Ian got Coach Landon's scouting report because when I showed up, there were 2 D1 soccer players already there to take the kick instead of just asking me.
Ian, I specifically remember telling you I can do that for you.
I remember you saying that. I do.
I'm
D1.
nothing if not a team player, so I volunteered to get in goal.
I'm so confident. Not only
They're
am I going to block
D1
your shot,
players.
but I'm going to get at speed at the same time. Please don't hit me.
Oh, that must have hurt so bad.
Medic.
Oh, that's bad.
Look at my hand.
SMJ with a tier 3 for 70 months. Let's go. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Tier 3, 70 months. Thank you so much, SMJ. That would have hurt so much.
Did a lot more than that to keep Mark Rober down, because it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up. So I cleaned my wounds and courageously stepped back in the line of fire.
Let's see what you got. 66.
D1.
That's not bad.
Which was good, but not quite fast enough, so we had to keep trying.
Go! Wow! 67.
Which I'm
Sorry.
assuming will be good enough for the top
Sorry,
comments, but
that was-
not good enough for our top speed.
Go! 71.
We now had the data to verify our design would actually
it had to be
work,
done.
which
It had
meant
to be
we were
done.
finally ready for a 10-second build montage.
You're just mad that you didn't do it first. You're just mad.
This is 1-to-1, no?
Yeah, that checks.
Here's how it works. Those cameras we talked about all plug
Chat's
into a
item
computer
after that,
figures out
exactly.
super quickly in real time where
Chat
the
bait.
ball is going to end up, and then it sends that answer to the pair of 50 horsepower motors right here and here. Then each of those motors is attached to a belt that whips our carriage mounted gold to the exact spot the ball will be, plus or minus the width of a human hair. So all that was left to do now is to see if it actually worked.
We want to try to take a shot?
Do you want to try and block a shot? Hands away from the keyboard. Here we go. Oh! Wow!
See, that was insane. However, it looked like he didn't kick that anywhere near as hard as like Ronaldo would. And I feel like it only just got there.
Oh! Wow! Okay, Mark Rober.
Better luck next time, Mark Rober.
Now, to appreciate how tricky that is, there is a ton of data with over 5,000 camera frames updating the goalie position real time every second. The only problem was
Thank
this
you for the
warehouse
17.
was basically in the middle of nowhere with zero internet. So I hit up my besties at T-Mobile, and they hooked us up, which meant we were firing on all cylinders thanks
Whoa,
to the best
okay.
network in the US. For my second shot, I tried to get tricky with the off-speed kick.
Bring the heat.
3, 2, 1. Wow!
There's no fake outs.
You coated the Panenka! Dang it! There's no fool in the sky.
You want to go again?
Finally, in frustration, I just reverted to raw power with a kick that would make Coach
Damn.
Landon very proud. So while it wasn't yet perfect,
Damn.
it was certainly looking very promising, even if I'd already identified a couple weaknesses.
Oh, shit. Hey, we weren't ready. Redo.
So to make sure
That
we
was
truly worked
unreal.
out all the bugs before facing Ronaldo, we decided to gather real-world data by heading out to a local high school for some actual competition in the form of 5 shooters of increasing difficulty, culminating with the final boss, Destroying.
Okay, it was
AKA
Destroying.
the strongest leg on the internet. And we kicked things off with what was certainly the most intimidating opponent to date.
How fast can you kick?
Really fast.
Guess how fast Mark Rober can move?
How fast?
That fast! That's faster! All right, Science Bob, do the honors.
Okay, if it can't save this.
Oh, yeah!
Yo, it started.
Oh.
Better luck
Started
next
moving
time,
wiggity.
Jonah. Okay.
Now, in hindsight, I do admit my round 1 Selly against Jonah might have been a bit extra.
That's right.
But regardless, it's on to round 2 versus Tori.
All right, Tori, what's your strategy?
Corners.
Which corner would you say?
Left.
She's going left.
No.
Tori, best of luck. Concentration.
That moved
That was a good effort.
fast.
Well played.
And with 2 of 6 down, I think it's worth pointing out, now that we were out in the field, I once again asked T-Mobile for an internet
That
hookup.
moved
And that's when they
fast.
suggested, why don't you just run the entire robot on 5G? And I said,
I'm
well, in order
I'm starting to
stop
believe
Ronaldo,
it now.
We need to start moving in less than 10 milliseconds. And that's 1/40th the time it takes to blink once. So there's no way wireless can keep up with that. And they said, actually it can. And I said, wow. And sure enough, it actually worked. So like before, the camera sees the ball.
Is
but now
that
when the computer picks up
destroying
where it's
the
going, that signal
American
flies
rugby
through the
guy?
pixel rock in the tensor chip ensuring super fast 5G speeds wirelessly through the air across T-Mobile's portable private 5G
What is
network,
that sentence?
straight into the robot, all in less than 10 milliseconds. Which means by the time your brain can even register the ball's moving, this robot has already moved to block it. Which is wild. Our third opponent, Kazushi, came in hot, making some very bold claims.
How fast can you kick?
Like 70 miles per hour.
Really? Kazushi, I'm gonna ask again, now that I'm holding a radar gun, how fast can you kick a soccer ball?
Like 60. And they just called your bluff. Placement.
All right, Kazushi, let's see your 60 mile
How do you know how fast you can
Actually,
kick it?
Like, let's go 55.
Okay, 55. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah! Let's go!
Unfortunately, my goalie couldn't keep a clean sheet due to some accuracy issues,
For the record, 54 miles per hour.
but failure is part of the process, so
What?
I took note and graciously moved on.
Get out of here, Kazushi. He walks at 2 miles an hour. I know that.
Our fourth kicker, Shinya, stepped up and just ripped a real beauty.
Yeah! Let's
How did I save that?
No chance! Shinya, what the heck?
How did it
You
save
broke my
that?
left arm!
That's my bad.
I think it might have actually hit the post.
Honestly, that's better than scoring. I broke it.
Shinya, get off my field!
My robot counterpart
How
was
did
definitely
it save that, but not the last one?
starting to fall apart, but my hope was he could keep it together for at least a few more saves.
Are you a lefty, Neo? He's not even saying. Oh, Mark, he's tricking you. Let's
go, Neo.
He is left. No, he's right.
Go, Neo!
Yeah, let's go.
I feel like the robot's falling
We
apart.
got good news and bad news. We blocked the shot, but we seem to be losing material on each one.
Falling apart, man.
Neo, this is for you. That's a piece of me. Better luck next time, Neo.
Robot Mark Rober was on his last leg, but there was no time to tend to wounds when the final boss was waiting.
I've watched all these boys compete. I've seen them do their thing.
Yeah, but we've also been
Does he
calibrating
kick a
and
ball
learning
like?
ourselves.
I know, but you haven't seen a leg like mine before.
Does he kick a ball like a football though?
First video of yours I saw, you bombed what would have been like a 70-yard field goal.
It's light work.
I mean, the wind was.
How you know? Were you
tailwind.
there?
I can see your shorts doing this. I've heard enough talk. Now I want to see the action.
So I gave him 3 tries. Simple rules. Best of 3 wins.
You're not gonna ask my strategy?
No, I don't need to
It's
know
the
your
area,
strategy.
not even
You
pens.
Just kick it real hard.
See if you're ready for this mark.
Right at me. Oh, come on.
I want to test the body, see what the body has.
65 miles an hour, by the way.
Not bad, I'm just warming up.
Let's try to hit 70 right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh boy.
Okay, he kicks the ball pretty well.
But he's hurt. You gotta sub him.
I knew we should have used better glue.
I broke his robot, bro. This man spent months designing this thing, building this thing. He was bragging about carbon fiber this, steel foam this.
Think we might require a goalie swap.
So after a quick
Like, he
sub
strikes
of
it
my
well.
critically injured keeper, it all came down to this. The
But I don't
final
think he-
shot. And with the score tied,
The
it
way
was
I-
winner
the way
takes
I'm-
all.
I think we need to move you closer.
Closer?
Robo goalie is optimized for the penalty kicks.
We'll see how optimized he is.
All right.
I don't want to say anything, right?
See how optimized he is.
All right.
That ain't the penalty spot. that ain't the penalty spot. Know what I'm saying? That's the penalty spot, though. Oh!
And with an absolutely heroic effort, literally
does it not bounce
destroying
in?
himself to get an extra foot of reach,
That's David
he
O'Brien.
made the save. Well, almost made the save.
Optimized, huh?
So we have some strength issues.
I was gonna
To
say,
be
I think it
fair,
might have
I feel
done it
like
if
the
it was-
tracking is working well.
Yeah, it's been there every time.
But what do you think our chances
I think it
are
might have
against
saved that
Ronaldo?
if it was
If you fix the strength
solid.
issues,
I think he's got a pretty good shot against the goal.
While these real-world tests were encouraging, it was clear we still had a bit more work ahead of us. Ronaldo kicks even harder than D, so we'd clearly need to level up the robot's strength and durability.
Dang it, he kicks hard.
But even the speed and accuracy would need some work. For the strength issues,
He's done
we
soccer
knew from the
videos. Is he
beginning
good
this
at
would be
football
a
then?
huge challenge because to withstand an 80
The thing is,
mile an hour
like,
kick, you
good
need
at
to be
football
really
videos and doing
strong.
football
The
videos.
bulkier and stronger something
Like,
is, the harder it is to move.
I'm
it
good at
quickly.
football
But it's
videos.
a trade-off. Just like
I
how
don't
it's
do much
harder
in a
for me
match.
to move this big, heavy bowling ball back and forth versus this lightweight, flimsy little ping pong ball. So to solve that, we just use an old trick I learned at NASA where you sandwich a piece of dense foam between 2 sheets of carbon fiber. And now
Little
you've got
flex.
something that's really lightweight, weighing less than a gallon of milk,
And yet, it's also super strong.
Imagine that broke it.
Abs, baby! But this solution had one critical oversight, our attachment point. When we looked at the footage in slow motion, it was clear before the ball even made contact, the damage had already been done. And that's because we had to pull so hard on the goalie to get it moving that fast, we were peeling off the bracket and the whole back face in the process. So we reinforced the attachment of the bracket by adding 4 large diameter shear bolts and a carbon fiber cross member. And once we ran a test to simulate running the goalie with the old method
That'll do her.
versus the new method,
Yes.
it was clear this would make a huge difference.
Okay.
Ship it.
To solve the accuracy issues, we doubled the number of cameras to 22, which means we've doubled the number of eyes looking for the ball stickers, so we no longer have the issue where we sometimes would lose sight of the ball. And finally, for the speed, we just pushed the motors to 250% of the standard power levels, which doubled the robot's speed to 41 miles per hour. So with all those fixes in place, it was time for one final test to see if we were finally ready to face
Like, Ronaldo don't need to do a generic football video, right?
And the early indicators
So
pointed to
you
yes,
got to
we
bring
were.
in something like this.
Not meant to see things that large moving that fast.
It triggers your get out of here now response.
But just to be sure, we collected a few more data points.
I think
You should do something like this. Oh yeah, let me just build a robot. I work for NASA.
I think this is ready for the pros.
And with that, let's go. We were off to Portugal. Did you get it? And it turns out Portugal's a beautiful country filled with really cool people. But unfortunately, we had no time to enjoy it because we had only one day to prepare to face off against their most famous countrymen. And out of the gate, disaster struck because once we got to the field and set things up, our goalie robot was basically missing every shot.
Wait, did it move?
No.
But did you want it to move?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Something is wrong.
We couldn't get a good read on the ball position because there was so much noise in the tracking signal. And this was really confusing because we hadn't changed anything.
I wonder what that noise is from. It's so clean when we were in the States, right?
I'm kind of surprised. I'm looking at sources of variability.
And so as we stepped through all the sources of variability one by one, when we looked at the graph of the ball position
This
from
is
all
so
the cameras
weird.
and zoom all the way in, the ball seemed to be wiggling up and down just a tiny bit, about 1,500 times per minute, even though the ball itself was perfectly still. And 1,500 wiggles per minute coincidentally was the same RPM frequency of an engine you would find in a forklift that happened to be moving all around our field for the previous 3 hours. And that meant the motor vibrations were traveling through the tires, through the ground, and ever so slightly wiggling all 22 of our cameras, causing the super delicate tracking system to basically be useless. And so as soon as we cleared out the forklift, sure enough, the signal cleaned up perfectly, and we got back to blocking shots
this is
smooth as
this
butter.
is nuts.
For the most part. So while Ian stayed back to tackle that final bug in the code, I headed off to a Portugal World Cup qualifier game to do some last-minute recon on their star player before he would come over to meet our robot goalie after the match.
how do you
Now, to
even
be
figure
honest,
that out?
I didn't learn much about Ronaldo's kicking game, but I did learn that his fans are very loyal.
Would you be really non-subscribed from Ronaldo for me?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm only 5 million subscribers away from passing him on YouTube.
Oh
and suffice it to say,
shit.
No, absolutely no.
No.
I would not be getting myself any closer while in this country. But the good news is I know
Do you think any of them
another
realized
country
that he was
has 5
about
times
to-
the population of this one, so do your thing, Argentina. Now, seeing that I was mere hours away
you think
from
anyone
the
there
greatest
realized
showdown
he was
of my
about to
life,
film
I
with
headed back to
Ronaldo?
the field to wait for Ronaldo to finish his game while I ran one final test. Because this is a super complicated robot that took a year to build, but if you want to know what it feels like to build an epic robot of your own, well, you're in luck with Hack Pack, where you get a really cool robot in a box delivered right to your door, and it'll work right away with no programming
That's cool.
required. Unless you want to get creative, leveling up your robot's capabilities by tweaking the code, which we make really easy to do. Like with this desktop lamp that has its own personality, or this plant tank that will drive itself around the house
That's
to find
really
the perfect
sick.
sunny spot, as well as letting you know when it needs water. But then if you're just getting started on your journey of learning how to build anything you can dream up, with BuildBox, you get a really fun mechanical tour each month where you build it alongside me, and I teach you all the cool physics that make it work. On top of that, each month your box has
See,
a
this
chance
is a
to
really
contain
cool
the platinum
YouTuber
ticket,
product.
And if you get it, then you're coming out to Crunch Labs to build and play with my team for a day. So if you're a kid and you're looking
Like,
for
that's a
something to put
really,
at the top
really
of your
cool-
Christmas list, or
Thanks.
just looking to be the household hero by giving it to someone else, head to crunchlabs.com where we're giving away 2 free boxes for our holiday special, and where you'll find we finally completed our trilogy of creative engineering subscription box options, now ranging from ages 6 to 106. And now that the game was over, it was time
That's a
to
really
face
cool product.
Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest soccer player of all time, a legend on the field, and oh my gosh, he's right here tying his shoes right in front of me. All of a sudden, this was real, it was happening, and I had to show him that I meant business. All right, Cristiano, I will bet you 5 million subscribers that you cannot score on me in goalie.
I'll give you 3 tries even.
That I don't score.
Yeah, and you won't score.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Now, of course, I didn't think I was going to stop all of them, but considering my lifetime of soccer experience, I wondered if I had a shot at stopping one. I mean, he is Cristiano Ronaldo, but I've been training my whole life for this moment.
Oh, wow.
So he's
That's
left.
not good.
Okay, obviously I wasn't going to be able to block all of them,
I'm not even wearing gloves. Ah!
or even 2.
That was like
I know
an
he's
inch
Ronaldo, right?
gap.
But like,
Okay.
But now
Now I know your tells.
I had a shot at getting one.
Left foot
Because I
running
was seeing
shoes.
Cristiano's form hitting both the left and the right. I had a chance to study his body language to figure out which direction he was going to.
gonna
Yeah,
cut.
the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You even told me. That's disappointing.
One more.
No.
I actually have something else I want to show you over here.
It was time to introduce Ronaldo to my guest of honor.
I want him
In front
to
of
get his
half the
boots on.
Portugal national soccer team he brought over with him. No biggie.
All right, Cristiano, when I said you couldn't score on me, I meant you couldn't score on my robot.
And I held for applause, as did my robot. But Cristiano seemed less than
he
impressed.
don't care.
Big, eh?
Yeah, he's a little bigger than me.
Yeah.
You want to see how fast it moves?
Yes.
Okay, Ian, we good? Let's show him. Woo! Do
That's
it one more
sick.
time.
That's sick.
Very fast.
It's pretty fast. The robot is better than me.
So let's try.
Ronaldo was game.
Here we go.
Nah, I think
wanted to get
he's
started
in now.
pretty
He's
far away from the goalie.
Estou a aquecer ainda, estou a...
All right, Cristiano, we are ready.
Okay.
It was time for Ronaldo.
He's still wearing
to
running
face some
shoes, though.
cold, hard engineering.
Hey!
Let me do another one just to see.
And his first kick didn't offer him up any clues.
Do you have a strategy now? What do you think?
We need to, I don't know. Let me try again.
I think getting Ronaldo, I think Ronaldo doing like a football video or something. I think he's just like, yeah, you know, he's there, he's all right. I don't think he cares that much anymore. I think he's completed football, isn't he? So
That was fast.
he doesn't really like.
A ver.
Oh! So is he better
No
than
World
me?
Cup. No, but I mean like,
Ronaldo kept trying to go at it full force and quickly realized this was not going to be an easy fight.
I think the idea here is the creator is like, all right, I've created something that I know he's gonna want to beat. Like if you get a footballer in a video and you make a challenge that's doable but hard, if they only give you half an hour and they don't do it in the half an hour, they'll say, no, I'm staying till I do it.
I like that you're stretching now.
Yeah, voilà, brother.
But the only thing taking a beating was Ronaldo standing among.
Do you think this is doable? I really want to give it a go. I know, but I'm seeing Ronaldo do it and he can't do it. I don't think I can do it, but I'd love to.
So I took
I'd
a
love
shot
to
at
give
my
it a try.
Keep going. You might tire him out. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Until he gently suggested I shut my mouth,
Oh!
which left quite an impression.
Wow. That would have broken a nose.
The goalie robot looked to be unbeatable, which was a huge relief because when shipping the robot over here, one of the carriage rails got slightly damaged, and this meant sometimes it would stop short of the goalpost on kicks placed to the right. But thankfully, it didn't seem to be an issue after all.
You think he could be on the Portugal?
Oh, he's on his
team?
right now.
Yes, better than Diogo.
It seemed like his theory was that the cameras were tracking his body to predict the ball direction before he kicked it. So he ran a simple test.
Oh! Panenko! The stunner!
But then he seemed to have a new plan
A bola tem sensor, não é ele. A bola, ele sente a bola a sair.
because he
Put some
stopped using
curl
his
on it.
kicks to try and beat the robot and started using his kicks to try and find a weakness.
So what my thing would be is I would go edge of the area and I'd hit it quite soft and just put as much curl on it as possible. I wouldn't try and like bend it top bins. I would try and just like literally make it trickle in kind of thing. And I think it would read that it's going to the right and you'd try and get so much.
Ai! That had potential. Se naquele cantinho ali. Tens de tentar colocá-la.
He's going to try and put it in that top corner spot.
Batele aqui.
Okay, I'm getting nervous.
Let me try again.
Okay.
Last one. É isso que eu vou fazer.
All right, ready when you are.
He's gone with his right. Oh! I thought it was going to go more top bins, if I'm honest. See, if I'm one of these players, I'm saying, like, can I just play? Can I have a go for, like, half an hour?
Involve a bunch of unexpected twists and turns on the pathway up the mountain.
Alright, we get it. You scored a penalty. Chill, man.
Mas é top, é impossível.
And even when the view at the top isn't exactly what you first pictured,
Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it, Ronaldo.
And very good, eh? Very good evening.
Okay,
Very nice.
it means you can now see a bunch more mountaintops you could potentially climb next. But those will have to wait for...
Yeah, Chris MD will be like, nah, that's not good enough to get. What
This
video?
holiday season, if you want to have a ton of fun while learning how to think like an engineer, now from ages 6 to 106, go to crunchlabs.com or use the link in the
6
video
to
description, where
106.
we're currently giving away 2 free
Kinda crazy.
boxes as a holiday special. Oh, and also, my friends at YouTube agreed to give you 20% off if
Goalie
you use Google
robots.
shopping features like the product links below this video while discounted supplies last.
Imagine goalie robots they start at 90%, and every minute they do this. So by the 90th minute, they're on 1%, so you shoot from anywhere they're in. Great video.